up guys, welcome to a brand new gameplay video. So today we're actually going to be playing some Trinity Force Lucian. This was in a guide video, that I did about Trinity Force Lucian and Black Cleaver Draven, which was about 2 or 3 days ago I think. Got a link down in the description if you haven't seen it. It explains the build properly, but this video is going to be showing you guys how it actually works. Kind of like what the good sides are, what you should be trying to do with it, and a bit more in depth as well. Because obviously, like, I know the videos are like 10 minutes or whatever, but 5 minutes to explain a build doesn't really tell you exactly what you're supposed to do with it. It just tells you why it's good, and here you go, I'm sharing it and going like try it and stuff. But yeah, gameplay is really good to actually show you the builds and try and teach you how to play them as well. So you actually can watch this, take it to game, play it, and it should be working pretty well. So we're going to be trying to do that. Playing with a Poppy against a Twitch brand, I think that's going to be. So Twitch is obviously the best AD right now by a massive margin. That was a really good leash. What the hell was that? Damn. Twitch is the best AD by far at the moment. So this will be a really good test of how the build, how good the build is. If it can beat a Twitch, must be doing okay, right? So Runes Mastery and stuff, I'll try and put down in the description, but it's very standard. 18-12 for on Fervor. With Fervor and ouch. Rune is just normal AD attack speed. Holy moly. By the way, Kled is the Korean counter to Riven. That is exactly the only thing that they use this for. It's gonna trade with Twitch a little bit. Man, I hate Brand. That is the only thing that they use Kled for. He really has never played, except for when you... Oh my god, he sidestepped my Q damage. Are you serious? Rip. That's not a good start. Not a good start. Nice. Well, that was pretty good though. That was pretty good. I don't know if he wins that, but he does have a lot of minions, which would be good. Okay, so we at least get a longsword, which is cool. That was a bit of a mistake though. Fortunately, this is the problem when you go onto the brand and like commit 100% onto the support, is the AD just free hits you. So it's never actually a really good idea. I just followed the support there and trying to get a bit more, but that was kind of unfortunate. See if we can pull it back. Hopefully I won't miss anything, so it doesn't really matter too much. He got a kill out of me, and he got my heal. Apart from that, not too bad. Not too bad. Anyway, so the build is going to be Trinity Force, Phage first for more defensive lanes, and then it's going to be going into Sheen afterwards. Don't really want to let him get any of this farm here. I don't really know why he's sticking around on that health. He shouldn't really be able to get anything from this. So actually, I'm ahead in CS now. Early kills like that don't matter unless they hit your tower necessarily. He's gonna base on a little bit more than my longsword, but overall on my second base, it'll actually equal out quite easily, which is really good for me. Which is really good for me. But yeah, so Trinity Force first. You get the attack speed, you get the cooldown reduction. It's just a more well-rounded item than Essence Reaver. The only thing you're gonna really suffer with a little bit is the first buy is not as good. If you can afford a BF sword and you can like go into Trinity Force, it's not gonna feel as good. It's just not going to feel as good at all. But apart from that, like first item wise, when you have a Trinity Force, it will be better than if you had a Essence Reaver. I think it's just a much more well-rounded item. You have the Sheen damage, which you can apply over and over with your low cooldown abilities. Phage is going to be a bit more tanky. You have the cooldown reduction for your abilities, which is nice. And then the whole build really is revolving about packing stuff onto your kit as Lucian, because he doesn't have that much damage anyway, right? Like he's not the best AD. He doesn't have a ton of damage in his kit, but when you add other stuff in, like the Sheen damage, for example, like the bulk damage on his passive hits, because when you shoot him twice with the passive, it's going to have the percentage damage twice as well. So that kind of thing is going to add up. That is what actually is making... Whenever I play this build, I normally top the damage charts even if I lose. Mainly just because it's got so much extra damage on the build that's not coming from Lucian, like the Sheen and the percentage health, which is why it's supposed to spike a bit earlier. This is, remember, the OG Lucian build. This is the build that they played like when he first kind of came out. So it's a build I'm kind of used to a little bit already. But actually, Trinity Force got reworked since then, and I think is even better than it probably was before because it has CDR and like attack speed on it instead of the crit. which is really good with the extra percentage damage. You're more like absolute tank shredder. That is a really long range. That is really annoying. Oh boy, here we go. The good old tank. Okay, Jarvan's here, but he's behind me. I mean, there's a ward in there, so... Not sure exactly what his plan is to do here. He's pushing into them, and there's a ward in that bush, so... I don't know what they're actually going to get out of that. Let's hope the Elise comes down here. No, he's going mid lane. Okay. Fair enough. I'm going to push this in now. We'll go back and we'll buy, I think. So we have two choices. We can either buy a Sheen or we can buy a Phage. So Sheen is way more damage, cooldown reduction. It gives you the Spell Blade as well. But it's not as good overall tank-wise and stuff as a Phage. So you have to make a choice really of what you would prefer, and I'm just going to go for that, I think, this game. We're going to get the Ruby Crystal, which is still fine. Holy moly, this guy. Not having a good game so far. We have to make a decision. I'm going to go Spellblade on the Sheen, and we're going to try and snowball this lane by killing people. Poppy's quite an aggressive lane. There's not much point to sink back like that unless you're really going to do anything. We are ahead in CS. The early First Blood only gave him a Coal, which isn't going to pay off right now anyway. Gonna miss one wave here, which is not the most ideal thing ever. Oh man, if he dies again after just TPing back, he's probably just gonna rage quit. Come on, Riven, kill him! Kill him, Riven! Oh, okay, never mind. RIP. Nice, good job. Good job, Riven! Okay. Oh, forgot about that. Because you have the Sheen, you don't have the AD to last down the tower that easily. I'm just going to be a bit of a pussy here because I don't know if they're going to sit in the bush and hide from me. One of the problems with Twitch, why is such high win rate, is because nobody respects the fact that he can literally just be sitting behind you whenever he wants to. So you have to try. Oh, Riven's done top lane. Okay. Next time ban that. Interesting. Okay. Well, anyway, let's just win our lane, hopefully. And from that, we should be able to do more on the rest of the map, I guess. We need to get level 6. Once we get level 6, we can probably fight more. Hopefully. I think, like, Brian isn't level 6 yet, so... Ideally, we might be able to do something, especially because Riven's here as well. Okay. Oh man, please don't do this, dude. RIP. Let's see if we can still carry him anyway. If we can actually carry him... Okay, fair enough. We'll just go top. Interesting. Well, that's pretty much a typical Riven player, but if we can win this 4v5, that would be really good. So, we're ahead in CS for now, which is good. Yeah, that was pretty obvious because the Bram was just running here really aggressively on me. You see that Sheen damage here, which is basically what is getting us these kills here. There we go. So, that was a really good start, but Kled is now going to kill us all, so... Nice. Did that as well. Nice. I think we can win this 4v5, to be honest. Oh, what is going on here? What's going on? Are they going to get it? This would actually be really good if they manage to get a shutdown on Swim as well, which I think they're going to. Nice, nice. There we go. Okay, so who needs a Riven, right? Who needs a Riven? Alright, that's good. I might go top and get this farm actually because, I mean, top lane, so bot lane is pushed in, so naturally I'm going to go get the bot lane farm. This is a really aggressive build though. You can see that I'm a bit tankier, which is nice anyway in the lane, but really the Sheen damage is what turned like a good portion of that around. So this is why it spikes a little bit earlier. We're saying, okay, Lucian's kit's not that great at the moment, honestly. His Q, his abilities don't do a ton. So why don't we just pop the damage into other places and get it from other places if it's that bad. That's basically what we're doing with this. Right. Let me get this and then run back bot lane. Oh, Ziggs doesn't even have ult bot. I was going to say Ziggs can ult bot lane. I'm actually going to get my boots too, which I never do just because I'm running around the map. Because it's a 4v5, I'm going to need to get around the map a lot more, and that will give me the move speed. Normally you don't get boost 2 just in general as an AD carry because it's not really worth it. Like, part of the problem with boost 2 is it's not really combat stats. Like, sure, like I get a bit of attack speed, right? But a completed Trinity Force will be much more damage. That's why you don't necessarily do it very often. But I don't really have much choice this game if I'm, if I'm gonna be like this the entire time. Elise is in a jungle somewhere, but don't think we can catch her, honestly. I think she's pretty much too far. She's got boost 2 already. Oh, okay, that was a really good satchel, actually. Oh, she's almost dead. Oh, Klett's coming in, though. Maybe we can kill him, actually. That was interesting. I don't think that was the best plan he's ever had. Whoa, whoa, hello, my dash. The biggest problem we're going to actually have this game, more than anything, is just the fact that they can out-rotate us, I think. Like, Twitch, for example, can get bot lane and stuff like that. That's going to be the biggest problem. I think actually we can probably win. My build is designed for mid-game, so my build is designed to come online earlier than Twitch, which means I should be able to out-trade him, which is great, but... Okay, he messed up his satchel, nice. Yeah, we'll see what we can do. This will be a good start, at least. If we can win a 4v5, that pretty much shows how strong the build is, right? Have to be a bit careful here. I don't just get screwed by a Twitch running down or something like that, because obviously anytime I'm alone is dangerous for me. Okay, here we go. Let's get this farm. But yeah, so if they just play, obviously, like, the way you win a 5v4 is just stretch the team across the map. Even if they're stronger in team fights, it shouldn't really matter because they can just, like, someone goes top, someone goes mid and stuff like that. That's not really the case here, I guess. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I want to get my Triforce ASAP now, which would be a really big spike for me. And then we're going to pick up this now. One more wave might crash instantly here. I don't actually have much here though. Oh my god, okay. Yeah, I don't have anything here. Focus Twitch. He's all... Right, so we always have to focus on Twitch. It's the same mistake that happened in level 1. We need to go for the Twitch, not for the brand. But I think he might have misclicked onto the brand because he didn't stun him. But he missed. Okay, yeah, fair enough. But yeah, if we go onto the Twitch, I think we actually stand a pretty good chance. But if I don't have my cooldowns there or anything like that, I'm not really going to be able to do much when the Twitch is right in my face. If I have my ultimate, I'll be okay. But I'm going to have to really dive in and fight him properly. But we need to focus him for that, not have Poppy dive onto the brand. Okay, let's grab this. I don't really want to be on my own, but at the same time, I don't really know if we have much of a choice because I can't really... I can't really justify having Poppy next to me. If I have Poppy next to me, it's going to be... I don't know. I think it probably goes quite wrong, so... 1-for-1 is not that bad, actually. Considering that fight, 1-for-1 is not that bad. I'd take 1-for-1 in that situation. Okay. Get this. They're probably on the top side of me right now. Like Ryze is around somewhere, most likely. Twitch doesn't have any items completed yet, so in theory I should win it. One of the problems with Lucian, though, is when he wants to take a 1v1, what he'll actually do is he'll kite backwards with his ultimate and just use his extended range as basically a free way of fighting. That doesn't really work because Twitch's ultimate is going to outrange me. So, unfortunately, Twitch is actually a really good pick against like Lucian for that reason. But, yeah, we'll see. We should be still okay. As long as I'm right next to him and I have all my cooldowns up, I should be able to do some stuff, I think. Let's See where this Twitch went low. He might come for me and fancy a 1v1, especially because Brand's moving down here. He is going for that. Okay, that was weird. I'm not sure really why you'd let the support take that, but fair enough, that's fine. Someone's gonna have to go top lane as well, because Kled is pushing this hard. I'm probably gonna have to. This is how you win a 5v4. You push mid, you push bot, and you push top. That would be the Sheen there doing work, which is great. This is like a lot of the reason you want to just rotate your spells around is for the Sheen damage rather than anything else actually. It does a lot of your damage is coming from Sheen, especially at this point. When I have Blade, it will come from everything. But right now, Spellblade is actually doing a lot of work for me, so that's good to have at least. Gonna be a little bit careful because Twitch is just going to stealth around all the time, I think, and the fact that I don't know my ultimate is going to probably make this pretty hard, actually. If I was worried about him coming in on me, now what I would do is not use any abilities on the wave, and I would only use autos because I need my Q instantly as soon as he pops out of stealth to even stand a chance here. I'm going to actually move up instead. I don't know where they are right now, but got a ward for free, which is good. Really want to start getting my Orc soon, like getting the parts for it at least. But that's kind of difficult for us to do when they're pushing mid so hard. The good thing is they're quite afraid. I guess if it scales though, the game scales. Like Twitch is getting free farm, I'm getting free farm at the moment as well, so we should really fight what Twitch is bot though. When Twitch is bot, it means it's actually still a 4v4, right? Or when someone goes top lane. That's the bit that's the part of the game we actually get a little bit of a breather, I guess, more than anything else. But let's just pick this up. Not really any point having too much of a risk right now. Need to okay. I don't know if we can actually do this. I'm just thinking whether I want to fight or not, but I don't think I do, honestly. We'll just let them get this tower. We need to not take engages like that though, because we will eventually scale. Ziggs has his passive, remember. Just going to do a low damage to towers. We also have the ultimate from Ziggs, which is going to do a lot of AoE damage. And I think you have to remember that like we actually do have a pretty good late game. We have good poke. So good poke means you don't necessarily have to even be 5v5. You can poke him out, right? That's hopefully how it's going to work. But to do that, have to get to late game for a start, and we have to not die anymore. Java needs to stop farming the jungle though and go top, I think. We'll practically forfeit dragons this game. There's nothing we can do here. I'm just going to take this. He can try and steal it if he wants, but I think that's pretty much suicide. Use my spell as much as possible here. Don't do it, dude. It's not worth. What's going on? I'm not sure why Ziggs is letting him run away here. Holy, okay, I guess that's why he's letting him run away. Damn, dude. I guess we get that, but we're gonna miss mid tower. Okay. Oh, thank you. Holy moly. That's his ult down, which is actually probably not a bad trade considering I'm not even dead. Or close to dead here. I can go back and heal, which is good. And I pick up my Bork as well. Now I think I should have that, which is nice. This game is pretty like intense, but it shows off the build quite well actually, even though it's a 45. It's a bit of a weird game, but hopefully we end up doing well, because I think this would be kind of like a good example of how strong the build is if I can carry a 45 damage wise at least. Oh, there's so much farm there though, come on. You can go top, my friend. I don't need you here with this. I even forgot they had an Elise in the game. Maybe she's gone AFK to make it even. Yeah, we do have loads of attack speed with this, which is good. We're going to be applying our Bork a lot. I'm only kind of soft pushing this in because I don't want it to push hardcore in. I also don't want to overextend and get ruined by a Twitch or something like that, which would not be fun. I'm gonna back out of this. I know the cutting makes me look stupid there, but I don't want to have people on my right hand side while I'm fighting someone on my left hand side. That just makes no sense. It's not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Okay, let's get rid of this. You see how much damage we're actually doing? We're gonna shred this. Yeah, I'm down to do this. I'm down to do this. I'm down. Nice, 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 nice. Jarvan does a good amount of damage at the moment, and so do I, which is good, thankfully. I am going to get Black Cleaver this game. They don't necessarily have someone I need to shred my armor like massively on. If you look at it, they don't really have a huge tank, though I think Elise is going to go tanky, but I really need the cooldown reduction more than anything, and I need my ultimate to her because I need to stay right at the back, and I need that ultimate to count for a lot, so that's more than anything why I'm going to get the Black Cleaver. I know there's this argument, right, where people are going to call me a noob because I'm going to really quickly push this. Dashing in is also a risk because I don't have the dash to dash away now, but I'm going to get it back from autos. Yeah, so double phage, because the Trinity Force and obviously the Black Cleaver phage don't stack. Normally you would not get both. I think with the synergy on Lucian's kit, it's actually worthwhile getting. I don't know. The thing is with, okay, one of the things with Blade of the Ring King, right, is yes, it does percentage health damage, and for whatever reason, most people assume percentage health is true damage. You take off a percent of their health, and that's just how it works, right? That's not how percentage health damage works at all. Percentage health damage is just any other regular damage, and in this case, it is actually... What the hell is that? Okay, I wanted to go aggressive there because I'm gonna have to, I think. I might die here. Yeah. Damn it. That bounce. I knew I shouldn't have dashed in there. I was getting greedy. I was getting a bit hyphy there. Avenge me, Poppy. My nose is really itching. You tell, boys. Oh my god. What is going on? I got a bit hyphy there, but this is where we're really popping off. 2 items spike. We're even able to outdeal with a Twitch with Infinity Edge and Runes. That's kind of showing you just how strong we are right now. And that is the entire point of the build. I kind of thought about this build and I wanted to try it a lot because I was kind of sick of AD carry in Season 7 being pretty useless. I don't know if you guys noticed it as well, but like you get bot lane partied a lot and you aren't able to do anything that early into the game. Mid game, your team isn't really able to carry you yet, and you have to wait for like late game to really be able to do anything. And unfortunately, that doesn't necessarily happen all the time. Like if you have a bad team, you can't necessarily do anything. Like sure, crit is going to be more DPS late game. I'm pretty sure of that, but sometimes it's hard to do the crit when you're short range. You're trying to auto attack all the time, right? So this is what that build is supposed to fix. At the moment, it's fixing it well. The true test is going to be, can it stand up to a Twitch late game? Which I'm pretty sure the answer is going to be no, because nobody can stand up to Twitch late game, especially when I'm not really building crit. But right now, mid game, as this game stands, I am a lot stronger than this guy. I'm able to duel him and I should be fine. Now, part of the problem last time is I used all of my summoner spells, so... yeah. Using all my summoners is kind of a bad idea, because now I don't have anything here. Let's try and get this cleared. Let's hope he doesn't have a dash over the wall yet. That guy is really beefy. Holy moly. Whoa! Whoa! He was not looking there. Okay, snipe by the Ziggs. Good job, dude. Good job. We're being out rotated though. This is the problem because we don't have obviously enough people on the team. But eventually they're not going to be able to crack open our base very easily. And it's really hard to do that when we're going to be. We're at inhibs though. So I'm going to get my Black Cleaver now. This is the point where I get 40% cooldown reduction. It's pretty nutty. You're going to be dashing around all the time. 40% is kind of overkill. You only really need 30% to be honest. But I'm going to get the 40% anyway. My ultimate is going to really sting now. It will rip through Kled, which is a major problem for me. And also the rest of their team, hopefully. I'm a little bit worried about this though. Because they're going to engage and I'm not there. And I'm a lot of our damage. Ziggs is a lot of our damage too. But yeah. I want to use my ult, but I want to make sure I use it properly. There we go. So we got Twitch's flash out. This is why I'm building Black Cleaver basically, because my ultimate is going to hurt from really long range. And also, my autos now are going to be applying further. They're going to be stacking up further. They'll stack up Black Cleaver. They apply the bulk damage. They apply Sheen. It's pretty ridiculous actually how much natural damage we have built into our kit now. And this is added damage onto Lucian's kit as well. It's not like, you know, this is just instead of Lucian's kit. Like, this is as well as Lucian's kit. But this is extra. This is on top, right? This is on top. And we can't really do Baron, but what we could do is just fight them here instead. I have to always take the fight, so... Can't really do that. Like, if we lose mid control, it doesn't work anymore. Because they could just run it down mid and... No, I know normally that's a good play. One person goes clears, the rest will deal with it. But because we are man disadvantage, it's not going to work that way this game. I'm watching for Twitch, by the way, because I don't want to get surprised butt sex. No, thank you. I'm staying slightly out of vision, though, so that... if he goes on the Twitch, I'm able to do something, hopefully. Alright. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna try and get this. This is the smarter play, by the way. Kled going bot lane. We got no one to deal with him, really. Kled is just gonna push all day, and we've got no way to deal with that. Like, we can have Ziggs push it, but obviously they're just going to go for Baron now. As soon as Kled turns up, so... They aren't stupid. This is abusing the 45, which obviously you're going to do, but... Oh, he is way too overextended right now. See if I can try, hopefully... Is that percentage health damage, by the way? Oh, damn. Okay, right. So, just dilution. Pretty much sums of this build, right? This build is not designed to die at all. This is not supposed to be the kind of build you die for. Right. If we stay together, I think we should be fine. I can kill people. That's not a problem. Even on my own there, taking a lot of Twitch damage from the side. 3-item Twitch is going to take longer to kill me because I have an extra like 500 health with this build, I think. 550 health. So, which is pretty good. We have an extra chunk of health, which is nice. And also, we're going to be going for our Infinity Edge now, probably. We don't have a ton of AD. We only have an extra 142. I guess we do have a decent chunk, right? But we don't have a load. So... It feels bad getting like a PD, for example, when we already have 80% attack speed in our build already. Okay, let's get this. So Twitch can stealth on me at any point right now, which is why I'm a bit nervous and why I want to just stay as a group together. If we stay as a group, there's no way he can... Yeah, we can't really split. Oh, that's bad. He needs to go back and heal now. I might be able to 1v1 this guy, I'm not sure. I could definitely chunk him out though. And if I chunk him out like that using my ultimate, then he's gonna have to go in base again. And that way, they can't really ever take anything from us because we're gonna have to. We're gonna have a bit of problem with dragons and stuff like that, but actually unlocking our base should be okay in theory. Need to see Twitch. Okay. We'll see how this goes. I'm a bit nervous now because it is getting to that point where, like, I think the number of disadvantage is meaning a bit more, but still, we're putting up a really good fight and it's showing off how good the build is, especially. This Kled is fed out of his mind. He has 12 kills, he has a lot of farm, and we're still able. He's 4-item Kled and I'm absolutely ruining him. That's the point of this build at the moment. That is 100% the point of the build. So really, we're going to try and fight for this dragon, I guess. I don't know about this, though. This is not a good idea, really. Definitely not a good idea. Oh, Jarvan got it, though. Nice, good steal. Yeah. So we got a steal, but we don't need... We don't need objectives at all. We literally just need to sit together and fight as a team. We have the Ziggs wave clear and poke, which is great. That's all we need to do is just let him poke and let me sit at the back with a Poppy and Jarvan front line. I need those two in front of me ready. Oh, Baron, they've still got that right. Almost out, but not quite. So it's going to be one inhib. It's kind of unfortunate though because it unlocks the base a little bit, so that's not cool. But can't really help with that. This is the only problem here. If I get this Infinity Edge, I don't actually have any crit chance at all. So getting on its own is pretty worthless. What I'm going to do instead is buy a Phantom Dancer and then I'm going to go into crit. Or Rapid Fire Cannon maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But the only way we win this is if Ziggs is going to poke first. Okay. Let's try and get this red buff. Nice. You see how much our passive shots are doing? That's basically the whole point of the build at the moment. Is we have our passive shots. Even late game, Bork is obviously going to scale. Infinity Edge scales reasonably well. Trinity Force scales reasonably well. Infinity Edge obviously scales pretty well. Black Cleaver's going to be reducing armor. So that scales too. We might get to a point where Ziggs can just one-shot, you know. But we'll have to find out, I guess. We put up a good fight though. I'm pretty proud of this game. We put up a good fight. And I think, like, with the crit build, I just wouldn't have been able to do anything early enough. And that would have meant that we just insta-lost. Going out for objectives is the way we just lose the game, unfortunately. But letting them come to us and getting, like, a team fight out of them, even with Baron, I think if we just engage... Like, if they did it properly, sure, they'd 1-3-1 and then we'd be in a little bit of trouble. He might flash on me here. Ziggs needs some mana, though. It's a shame our Poppy... Oh, okay. Trying to use my passive shots as much as possible here. I'm going to flash in for this and go back now for the mid lane inhibitor turret. go. This is how much damage we're doing, but is it enough to save the thingy? I'm not sure. Okay. Damn. Probably should have done that a bit earlier, maybe. See how we're winning fights here? We win them really hard. We just don't... Yeah, if we go out for objectives and we mess them up, that's how we're actually losing. Right now, we just need to stay in base and we just need to win team fights. That's pretty much the only way I think we win this game. It's pretty disgusting that we're actually even standing a chance here of winning, considering. Is he still going for that? I don't want to do this anymore because of that. That's really unfortunate though, because we should have just left. That cost me my heal, which is going to suck for the next fight. We're going to get gangbanged here. Oh no, he's going for the tower. And now we're going to get gangbanged, I think. I don't have my book yet. Oh damn, that overstay cost us big time. That's unfortunate. Okay, so let's group up, see what we can do here. Gonna get my PD now and... No, don't. The only thing we can do is group and fight. All we can do is group and fight. I know I keep saying this over and over, but it's literally all we can do here, and we're actually still doing pretty well. This is interesting though, because this build is supposed to be really good mid game and not supposed to scale as much as it does. But it's actually doing really well even now. Doesn't really make an entire amount of sense. I'm not going to complain, obviously. I mean, that's even better for the build if it's working now, but we need to fight this though. Oh, I don't know about that. That's a bit deep. Whoa, what the hell was that? Oh man. That was unfortunate. That was unfortunate. Well, GG well played. GG well played. But actually, Poppy ult would have been really good to just get rid of like 2 or 3 of them. And then we would have fought the rest 3v3. That was... We almost held on really well though. This build performed well in a 4v5. So, yeah. I'm pretty happy with that. I don't know if I'm going to upload this one or not. We'll have to see, I guess, because honestly, it's one of those things where it looks good and everything, but I think there were like a lot of mistakes early, especially as well, and obviously in rage quitting was not too fun. But if we have a look at like the damage done, Ziggs did pretty beast, but we did a lot of damage that game as well, which was pretty good. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the game. Let me know what you think, and yeah, I'll catch you in tomorrow's video.